Hi there everybody. This is a quick tutorial for ProWorkflows Recurring Jobs App. If you do retainer work or really any other kind of work that requires a project to be set up, effectively a clone of the same thing every single time on a recurring basis, the Recurring Jobs App will be for you. Now to get the ProWorkflow Recurring Jobs App working, there's actually a bit of a two-step process. The first thing that we need to do, and I've got a few tabs open right now that you probably can't see, but I've got my account just here. I've got the actual Recurring Jobs app here, and I'll post the URL to this within the description of this video. And then lastly, I've got a Zapier account open. So Zapier is a system that we use to ensure that the Recurring Jobs app runs on a schedule. So we'll show you quickly how to set up the Zap first. Either way, coming to the Recurring Jobs app and logging in, it does give you a brief description of this process if you haven't set it up before. So the first thing that you need to do is, of course, set up an actual Zapier account. Quite easy to do. You can just use your Google credentials if you'd like to, but if you've got one, that's fine. We can move on. The next thing we need to do is, the next step is actually set up a Zap. So the URL is going to be quite critical here. We want to grab that, come back into our Zap screen. So we want to hit make a Zap, and this is in fact going to start off with effectively just Zapier commands here. So the first thing we want to use is a schedule. Again, this is just to ensure that the system here, the app, is checking your account to see what recurring jobs need to be created on a given time. So what we'll do is we'll just say that this triggers every day, just like so. And we will trigger this on weekends. Time of day, I generally advise midnight or something close to it, just for the reason that it means that nobody will be logged in and there's going to be no updates or new information on your account. If you run it in the middle of the day, you risk missing something that might have happened later in that day. So we'll say 3 a.m. Continuing from there, that is the first step. So we've identified our, that this needs to be running every day. So the next thing, what is it actually going to be doing? So from here, we need to link it to the Recurring Jobs app. So that's going to require the link that we grabbed earlier, this one here, as well as a GET request. So that is actually a webhook. And we're going to need to choose the GET action, just like that. Now once we've done that, there's a little bit of setup required. First of all, that URL, again, just from our Recurring Jobs app page, is going to need to go here, just like so. And then even further down, we just need to enter in our authentication. So that is going to be our username, just like so, our password, just like that. Now let's test that and keep going. Fantastic. So our Zap is more or less ready to go at this stage. From here, we can hit continue, and we will be met with a guide, but that is of course what I'm here for. So to set up recurring jobs, it's very, very basic. I'll cycle through these quickly just so we don't have to do it. But the system here, it's going to need a title. Now you'll see you can enter in variables here, so if you do want to enter in a date parameter just for the title of the project, that's fine. Otherwise it'll just copy through the same text here. So if we just said test, it would be test, of course with the perhaps month. So test month. We can also choose a certain company. We can choose a certain category. We of course need to choose a certain manager and priority. From there, we can set up a description, we can choose what staff are going to be assigned, we can arrange a task template to be applied, and then we need to set a frequency. So, of course, if it was a monthly, we just say monthly, starting from, let's say, the, what have we got? 1st of July, that'll be fine. We can allocate a certain amount of time, and then we can give it a quoted price. Once we hit save, this recurring jobs is going to be running for this account and creating this project on this basis. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any further questions about the Recurring Jobs app or how to set it up, please do let us know. As I've said, the links you'll require will be in the description below. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.